his names. And if it's done with love and devotion, he takes a very serious interest in you, and he'll help you overcome all the difficult situations in life so that you can be prepared to go back to the spiritual world in this lifetime. Otherwise, we stay by birth after birth in the spiritual world, sometimes as a human being, and sometimes as an animal, sometimes maybe as a cockroach, depending on what you are doing in this life. So, first of all, 4 things we should never do, and 4 things we should always do. The 4 things we should never do is meat eating, gambling, illicit sex, and intoxication. The 4 things we should always do is chant Hare Krishna and eat only Krishna prasadam and associate only with genuine devotees, and also, if you have the time, come with the devotees and perform Harinama Sankirtana, chanting of the holy names in public. So 4 don'ts and 4 do's. If you follow those 2 sets of, let's say, recommendations, then you will be spiritually situated. And if you continue chanting Hare Krishna, eating only Krishna prasadam, associating only with genuine devotees, and avoiding the association of non-devotees, and offering your love and homage to Krishna, you're guaranteed to go back to Godhead in this lifetime. Now, the greatest gift that you can give, that a father and mother can give to their child, is to educate the child to be a devotee. And mother and father together should engage in spiritual activities, like coming to the temple, like hearing the lectures, like what we just did in the last 2 days. We had a wonderful retreat in a beautiful setting where there was chanting and dancing continually for 2.5 days. Everyone, the children, the parents, everyone was happy because there was nice prasadam and there was nice chanting. And, of course, there was a great lake that we went swimming in. So everybody had a great time. Now, we have the temple here. Every day we have programs in the temple for chanting and dancing, and especially on the weekends. So we should try our best to associate with devotees in this temple and come as frequently as you can to hear the lectures and to engage in seva, service for the Lord. We connect to Lord Krishna through seva. Seva means offering service for the Lord. Like, for example, you can offer a prayer to the Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. You can bring some fruits and vegetables for the Lord. You can engage in sweeping the floor or the carpets for the Lord. You can come with us on Harinam Sankirtan and chant and speak to the people on the streets to give them some knowledge of Krishna and give them free prasadam, as we do. There's many, many different ways of engaging in service in this temple. And eventually you'll see this is a wonderful thing, because now your heart becomes purified from lust, anger, and greed, the 3 doors to hell, because you're doing only good things and thinking only good things. How to spread Krishna consciousness, how to inspire people to read Bhagavad Gita, how to respect Krishna prasadam, and so forth. So this type of culture, which is called Krishna culture, is the best way to save your time and energy for spiritual activities. And share these activities with your family members and especially your children. So your children grow up to be devotees and they will not be materialistically inclined, rather, they'll be spiritually inclined. A spiritual person is educated in such a way that they are always respectful of God and they're always conscious that God is in their heart and He's a witness to everything they do. That means someone becomes civilized. Thieves do not like to have witnesses, but when you realize that you cannot ever have privacy because Krishna is in your heart, He's seeing everything you think about, everything you're doing. So once you realize that, and especially if you teach your children, then they realize, okay, I can't get away with any nonsense. Therefore, I have to always be on my good behavior, no lying, no cheating, no gambling, etc., and always chanting Hare Krishna. Then a young boy or girl becomes civilized, and the rest of their life they have spiritual engagement. That spiritual engagement means seva, service for Radha and Krishna. And Radha and Krishna here are very beautiful, just like Sita and Rama are very, very beautiful. And Krishna appears in different ways. He appears as Radha and Krishna. He also appears as Rama and as Sita Devi. So come regularly to the temple, but above all, listen to the lectures and ask questions. You cannot learn something unless you ask a question. For example, the whole Bhagavad Gita is questions and answers. Arjuna has so many questions for Krishna, and Krishna takes the time to answer all the questions. So, question and answering is the process of learning in the Hare Krishna movement. And in general, it is the way that people learn things. So, I'm going to ask a question now. Does anyone have a question? Yes, Hare Krishna. Give him a microphone.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj. I have a question about who is suffering.
About what?
Who is suffering?
Suffering.
Yeah.
Okay.
The question is, each of us is spiritual soul with Satchitanatma qualities, and looks like individual soul cannot suffer. But who is suffering? My understanding, this is suffer comes from our false ego. Our false ego suffering and we feel it. And when we develop in Krishna consciousness, our false ego transforms into true ego, and we stop suffering. Is it correct or not?
Well, the main point is that you can end your suffering by practicing Krishna consciousness seriously. You don't have to be always suffering in this life. It's only due to ignorance. So, if you're regularly hearing lectures by genuine devotees, you're also reading Bhagavad Gita, associating with genuine devotees, and engaging in devotional service, all your problems will go away. All your suffering will go away. I know this because it's been my own experience and the experience of many other devotees in this temple. So is that an answer to your question, or you have? Did I actually answer your question, or not correctly? What? Very close. Okay, so ask your question again. Let me hear it again.
I just try to understand the difference between false ego and true ego.
Okay. That is a question that can be answered by the spiritual master. Okay? So if you don't have a spiritual master, he won't get the answer to that question. So false ego is when you think that you can get away with something. Like, for example, there was this one gentleman who used to come to this temple a lot, and he began to cheat his wife, by going around with other women. And then obviously his wife found out. And then he was lamenting because she didn't want him to be in the house anymore, etc. She wanted a divorce. So when I talked to him, I said, well, why did you do that? You have such a wonderful wife, such a wonderful lady. She cooks for you. She keeps your clothes clean, keeps the house nice. She takes care of the children very nicely. And he said, I thought I could get away with it. Nobody can get away with anything in this world because Krishna is in the heart. He's the witness of everything we do. So that idea, I thought I could get away with it, that is false ego. That is ignorance at its highest level, you see. So when you become seriously convinced that God is in your heart and is the witness of everything you think about, everything you do, then you become a civilized person and you act always following the principles of Krishna consciousness. So we have 8 principles. 4 things never to do and 4 things always to do. 4 things never to do is eating meat, gambling, illicit sex, and intoxication. 4 things we should always do. Chant Hare Krishna. Eat only prasadam. Associate only with genuine devotees. And, if possible, come on Harinam Sankirtan to spread the glories of the Lord in public. Okay? So, if you want to be a devotee of the Lord, then you have to reject the 4 bad things and accept the 4 good things. Then your life will change completely, and you'll be able to go through all difficulties without being discouraged, frustrated, or absolutely devastated in this life. Does that answer your question?
Yes, thank you.
You sure? Okay. Hare Krishna. Any other questions anybody has? Don't be afraid to ask a question, because if you don't ask a question, you don't learn anything. But if you ask a question, you can learn. There are so many things we don't know. That's why it's important to ask questions. Anybody? Okay, Prabhu, ask a question. Give him the microphone.
So like if we have the consciousness at the end of our life,
Yes.
we are dying, about Krishna. The same way, like if like someone is like ending his life on his own.
You mean committing suicide?
Yeah, like suicide.
Yeah.
And like this is they're like taking the name of God, Krishna, or any God like which they follow.
Yeah.
Like will it be with the same result? Or
Okay, in other words, your question is, if there's a person that all throughout his life has been committing sins, but at the moment of death, he chants Krishna's name, what happens to that person? Is that your question? Okay. Well, he's not going to go back to Godhead, but he will take birth again as a human being, and he has a chance to live a full life of Krishna consciousness and then go back to Godhead. Okay? He's not going to go back to God after spending his whole life cheating on his wife and doing nonsense And at the moment of death, he says Hare Krishna. He will get another human birth, and this time, with Krishna's help, if he's serious, he can go back to Godhead in his next life. Okay? Yeah. Any other questions? Any other questions? Yes. Are you waving your hand to me, or are you asking a question? Are you waving your hand? Oh, okay, I'll wave my hand back to you. Yeah. Yes, Prabhu.
Another clearance only there was like the person is trying to suicide and then takes God's name
Well, wait a minute.
and do the
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. If he's trying to commit suicide,
I mean commit suicide after taking God's name.
you mean he actually committed suicide?
Yeah.
Okay.
Will that person go back as a human being?
No. And suicide is one of the dumbest things you can do because you become a ghost. And a ghost is a person who committed suicide because he was frustrated. But as a ghost, he has no means at all to satisfy his desires. So he's in a much worse condition. See, people think if I commit suicide, then I am no longer existing. I have no more problems. That's not the truth. The truth is, if you commit suicide, then you'll take birth again as a ghost. And now all those desires that you had are there, but you have no way of satisfying them because you don't have a body. You're a ghost. See? So what do ghosts do? They try and scare other people. They try and take over the body of a person who is has a very little desire to live, or is always drinking liquor or something like that. So ghosts will enter into the body of people like that because the ghost has to have a body to enjoy the senses. But a ghost is someone who committed suicide. Suicide is a very big, let's say, sin. Hare Krishna. It's a very big sin. It's terrible. And you have, the person still has all their desires, but now they don't have a body to satisfy those desires, you see. So they're in a much worse situation than before. Their desires do not go away, but they don't have a body to satisfy those desires. They get a ghost body. And the only thing the ghost can do is seize the body of a person who's always engaged in self-destructive activities, like take smoking marijuana, like engaging in liquor, not bathing, not cutting their fingernails, not bathing regularly, etc. So people like that can get ghostly haunted because of their unclean habits, right? But the point is, as devotees, we should understand we have a great opportunity to go back to Godhead if we follow the simple rules of Krishna consciousness. What are those simple rules? No meat eating, no gambling, no illicit sex, no intoxication. Always chanting Hare Krishna, associating with genuine devotees, eating only Krishna prasadam, and hearing lectures given by genuine devotees. You see, so there's no reason why, in the human form of body, one can attain eternal life if they simply follow the rules and regulations of Krishna consciousness, which are easy to follow. You see, there's no excuse. It's only because of laziness or self-hatred that a person will deny himself the opportunity to be Krishna conscious. It's a type of self-hatredness by which one really wants to avoid coming in contact with devotees. So then they suffer unnecessarily. Okay? But if you come in an association of devotees, all your problems will go away because Krishna in your heart will protect you and give you intelligence so that from that point on that you've surrendered to him, you make the right decisions. Haribol. Any other questions?
In addition to this question,
Yeah.
I just recalled about euthanasia. Some people very suffering from some disease, and to stop their suffering, they use euthanasia, but not in the United States. I heard in somewhere in Europe. For example, if person should die about in several months, but he used this euthanasia and die immediately, and will he be as a cost for this?
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, let's close the doors. Let's close the doors. Close the doors. And I'm going to ask everyone to please be quiet so I can hear what he's saying. And the parents have to control their children so they don't make any noise. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, and for example,
Start all over again.
yeah, question about euthanasia.
What?
Euthanasia. When
What is that?
doctor,
What? Euthanasia. Okay.
when, if person need to
That means that you are going to take some kind of medicine or something to kill yourself, right? Okay, go ahead.
if person should die maybe in 3 months, and he will use this method and go away right now, will he be as a cost?
Yes.
These 3 months only, or it will be?
No, you'll get the body of a ghost. If he commits suicide, basically, that's what you're saying, right?
Yes, it's similar.
Yeah. No, he'll take birth as a ghost, and he'll suffer because he still has all the material desires, but he doesn't have a body with senses to satisfy those desires as a ghost. So the only possibility for the ghost is to seize the body of a person who's like a drunkard, who's always drinking alcohol, doesn't cut his fingernails, doesn't bathe regularly, and doesn't brush his teeth, doesn't, a very, let's say, low-class person can be seized by the ghost. And how do you know that someone is seized by a ghost? First of all, the ghost will enter into the mouth of the person when he's asleep. And when he wakes up, the saliva that came out of his mouth has a very bad smell. Very, very bad smell. And secondly, he will now be attracted and more or less he will be addicted to bad habits, not bathing regularly, not cutting his fingernails, not eating proper food, eating meat and eggs, and engaging in sex and so forth. So he becomes easily ghostly haunted because by having all those bad habits, he is approaching death at any moment. Okay? And therefore, also, he's susceptible to be seized by a ghost. Now, once he's seized by a ghost, he no longer has control of his body. The ghost takes over the body and acts through him for the ghost's pleasure. So it's a very horrible situation to be in. I mean, I wouldn't wish it on anyone. But you'll see, when you see somebody walking down the downtown Seattle talking to themselves, right? They're walking down, and they're talking to themselves like that, right? That's a ghostly haunted person. And you'll see people like that in Seattle, downtown Seattle. It's because they don't bathe regularly. They don't, they don't eat regularly, and they're addicted to drugs, alcohol, and so forth. and they're basically destroying their brain, their mind, and their senses, and they now have become ghostly haunted because they are close to death. So a ghost will enter into the body of someone whose desire to live is very, let's say, very less. And therefore, those are the type of people that ghosts enter into the body of that person and take over his body. Right? Now, how do you know they're ghostly haunted? You'll see them walking down the street talking to themselves. You'll see them doing all kinds of unclean things. Like, for example, one time I went to, in France, to a small town, very, very small town. And there's an open place in that town where people come and they dance and they sing, right? And you have some fakirs there, some people that have mystical powers. So at that, when the day I went there, and I'm sure they do it every day, but there's a big park in that little town, and people come during the day and they dance and they sing. But while they're dancing and singing, and this is something I actually saw with my own eyes, although it's hard to believe, they'll get a glass, right? A water glass, right? And they'll crush it in their hand. And of course, blood comes out all over. And they'll eat the glass. They actually chew it. Can you imagine what that is? You know, they have blood all over their face and their mouth. And they're dancing because they're completely intoxicated, right? They smoke so much marijuana, they're completely intoxicated. And they engage in the self-destructive activity. Now, I actually saw this. I couldn't believe it. And the man broke the glass with his hand. That means he was very strong, right? And blood came out all over his hand, and he started to chew the glass and swallow it. So there are things happening like that. Those are ghostly, let's say, inhabited people. And they don't live very long. You know, I mean, how long can you live? You crush a glass in your hand, and then you eat the glass. You know, the chips of the glass. You know, you're not going to live very long. But there are people like that. I saw it with my own eyes. I couldn't believe it when I saw it. See? So we had to be very careful not to break the principles of Krishna consciousness. No meat eating, no gambling, no illicit sex, no intoxication. Otherwise, if we start to have bad habits like that, we will get ghostly haunted. And that means that the ghost being ghostly haunted, we will perform activities that are not in our own benefit, such as smoking marijuana, such as having illicit sex, such as not bathing regularly, such as engaging in sinful activities and so forth. So that means that we have committed so many sins that now we cannot understand anything about Krishna and spiritual life, and we engage only in unclean habits with unclean people. And that's a very, very bad situation to be in. Hare Krishna. Yeah. All right, any other questions? Any other questions or comments? Yeah. Oh, you okay? Well, thank you very much. Today, our feast is sponsored by Rajiv Sharma, and on the graduation of his son, Ashok Selvaraj, on the birthday of Daksha Ashok. Is that right? Is it Daksha Asa? The writing, I can't, it's so hard to read it, you know. And Krishna Murli Prabhu. Okay, well, thank you very much, my dear sponsors of the feast today, Rajiv Sharma, Ashok Selvaraj, and Krishna Murli. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. It's always very good to donate for the what you would call the feast, to be a sponsor of the feast, because you get blessed by all the people that are going to eat the prasadam, and above all, you're blessed by Krishna for giving the money to offer the feast to the devotees. Hare Krishna. Okay, so any other questions anyone might have? Any other questions? There is Radhika, a beautiful cow. We're very lucky to have her.
One question about chanting Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
We have minimum 16 rounds per day, and
But no maximum, though.
minimum,
I know, but no maximum.
no maximum. We have we need concentrate our attention for chanting, and when we start our routine work, daily routine work, sometimes it's impossible to stop chanting it. We continue chanting, singing
You're very fortunate.
Maha Mantra.
You're very fortunate.
Sometimes hard to concentrate on the routine, but need to concentrate. For example, need to drive, need to cooking, need to solve some tasks, and will it be offense? I mean, when we chant all day,
What's the offense? Tell me what the offense is.
I mean offense if we don't concentrate our attention.
But you are. Your full attention is chanting.
I mean, when
That means you're a pure devotee. Like Haridas Thakur, he never stopped chanting Hare Krishna. He would chant 23 and a half hours a day.
I mean, when we're chanting on our beats, we try to concentrate our mind.
Yeah.
And when we chanting or singing, doing some routine work, we
Yeah.
may not concentrate our mind because we need to think about routine. I mean, will it be offense?
Okay, I understand what you're trying to say. All right, so when you're working, you're not chanting Hare Krishna, you're concentrating on your work. Okay, that's fine. Right after you finish your work, you chant. Okay, but one of these days you're going to get older and you'll stop working because you saved up enough money that you don't have to work anymore, or you have a pension or something like that. Now you can chant all day. You are preparing yourself to retire from material life. Now you can do it very early, or you can wait till you get a pension and you stop working, but you have enough money to live on, and now you're chanting 24 hours a day if you want. Does that make sense?
Yeah, just try to imagine how it will be.
It'll be nice. You don't have to work anymore. You have a pension or something, and you have enough money to live on, and you can chant all day long.
Do I need money? Maybe don't need money.
Money? You don't really need the money, but most people like to have just enough money to live on and chant. Money is not always necessary. Like, for example, if you join the temple, so you have a place to sleep, you have prasadam, and you can chant all day long in the temple. Right?
Understand?
That's what happens when you become a devotee in the temple. The temple will give you the minimum that you need to maintain your body, and then you can chant all day long. You can go on Sankirtan. You can do so many nice things to spread Krishna consciousness. Okay, but if you don't want to live in a temple and follow all the rules and regulations, and you want to have time for yourself or whatever, okay. But if you want to join the temple, you'll be able to chant 24 hours a day. You won't have to work. But the work is even more, because now you have to chant all day long, go on Sankirtan and preach and so forth. So it's not that, you become a lazy bum when you join the temple. You'll end up working more in the temple than you did when you were not in the temple, on a job or something. See? Because the temple work never ends. It only ends when you fall over in your bed, or you're on the floor on your mattress, and sleep a little bit, and then you have to wake up early in the morning again. You see, we usually wake up 3 o'clock in the morning and go to sleep like 10 o'clock at night. So sometimes, people think, well, I thought if I joined the temple, it would be like paradise. I could sleep in, and food is free, and we just sing a little bit and dance. No, actually, you have to work really hard in the temple, much harder than you would work in a business setting. Haribol. Okay. All glories to Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hey, watch out that Radhika doesn't stick her head into the metal. Yeah. Any other questions? Okay. No questions, no answers. Thank you very much. Please take care tonight to go to sleep early and wake up early. Okay? It's already almost 9 o'clock at night. The demons come out at 11, 12 o'clock at night, so, you have to be careful. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Short chant Hare Krishna and be happy. Haribol. Oh, I forgot to say, we had a beautiful 2.5 days in Soap Lake. It's a wonderful place. It has very medicinal water there. You can bathe in that water, and it takes away all your problems. It's that water has been used for thousands of years for medicinal purposes. It's sort of magnetic water, and once you bathe in that water, you feel really good. So we were there for 2.5 days, and we had a great time swimming in the water and having really nice prasadam and having classes, and the weather was wonderful. Yeah. So we have every year we have that program. So you should come next year. But we have other programs all year round, But we had a great time this year, and the weather was perfect. And the prasadam was magnificent. So thank you very much. Please chant Hare Krishna and be happy. Haribol, Haribol. What's that? What? Oh, okay, Abhi. Haribol. No, we go there all the time. Yeah. I don't know about the same day, but it's usually, in August sometime we go there. Yeah. Did you have a good time? Did you like it? Yeah, see? It's a wonderful experience. Haribol. Everybody has a good time. The kids, the parents, the grandparents, everybody has a good time. Haribol. We should take Radhika also. Yeah, next time we'll take her. Haribol, thank you very much. Now maybe next time she'll have a baby. We'll take the baby. Yeah. Haribol.